knowledge and answers, watch them grow. Hear what you need from those who know. This is the TCP Radio Show. The cyber people are on the air for digital safety. We're showing you where cybersecurity starts with cyber sense is key. Join the conversation, come learn with me. The TCP Radio Show, let's go. Knowledge and answers, watch them grow. Hear what you need from those who know. This is the TCP Radio Show. This is the TCP Radio Show. This is the TCP Radio Show. TCP Radio Show, let's go. Knowledge and answers, watch them grow. Hear what you need from those who know. This is the TCP Radio Show. Cyber people are on the air for digital safety. We're showing you where cybersecurity starts with cyber sense is key. Join the conversation, come learn with me. The TCP Radio Show, let's go. Knowledge and answers, watch them grow. Hear what you need from those who know. This is the TCP Radio Show. This is the TCP Radio Show. This is the TCP Radio Show. TCP Radio Show, let's go. Knowledge and answers, watch them grow. Hear what you need from those who know. This is the TCP Radio Show. The cyber people are on the air for digital safety. We're showing you where cybersecurity starts with cyber sense is key. Join the conversation, come learn with me. The TCP Radio Show, let's go. Knowledge and answers, watch them grow. Hear what you need from those who know. This is the TCP Radio Show. This is the TCP Radio Show. This is the TCP Radio Show. TCP Radio Show, let's go. Knowledge and answers, watch them grow. Hear what you need from those who know. This is the TCP Radio Show. cyber people are on the air for digital safety. We're showing you where cybersecurity starts with cyber sense is key. Join the conversation, come learn with me. The TCP Radio Show, let's go. Knowledge and answers, watch them grow. Hear what you need from those who know. This is the TCP Radio Show. This is the TCP Radio Show. This is the TCP Radio Show. TCP Radio Show, let's go. Knowledge and answers, watch them grow. Hear what you need from those who know. This is the TCP Radio Show. The cyber people are on the air for digital safety. We're showing you where cybersecurity starts with cyber sense is key. Join the conversation, come learn with me.
Hello, and welcome to the TCP Radio Show. Let me just make sure stuff is working before I go any further. Yes. So, my name is Clifford. Welcome to the episode 6. Yes, we are actually at episode 6 of the TCP Radio Show. We want to make this a weekly thing where we just sit down and we just decompress from everything cyber and look at some of these stories that are trending and events and different stuff. And most of the information that we provide is going to be based, around the Caribbean, Barbados and the Caribbean. So as we attend events and, this is, like it says, the unpredictable radio show. We try to make it predictable by trying to stream at least once a week and on a particular day. So for the past couple of weeks, or should I say for the past couple episodes, it's been more so on Wednesdays, sometime after lunch. But we didn't stream last Wednesday. That's because we were attending the Caribbean Digital Forensics and Cybersecurity Summit. As you can see, for those who are watching on YouTube, the little promo screen that was advertising the different training workshop by ISIS, that promo is no longer there. That's because we're waiting for fresh flyers to start promoting 2027. Yes, there's going to be a 2027. It's going to be bigger and it's going to be better. And I'll tell you I'm waiting for our resident co-host, Omar, to join us. But and then we dive into the details of the summit. We have a lot to share, especially from our personal experience, as well as what we see and what feedback we've been getting from people who attended it. In the meanwhile, I'll just do some housekeeping, TCP style. There are links in the chat for our socials. We are, you can find us on Instagram. You can find us on LinkedIn. You can find us on Facebook, wherever is your favorite socials. We are not on Twitter, and it's a particular reason. Well, we are on Instagram. So, I don't know if we're gonna ever be on Twitter. That's maybe not thing. We'll see, but we're definitely on YouTube. If you're listening to this from one of our podcast platform, then we're available on YouTube. And our handle is the Cyber People. So easy to find. Please give us a like, give us a follow, subscribe, because we have some surprise broadcasts that's going to coming up in the future. Things like we want to do lunch and learn, we want to do demos, all these different things we want to do that it won't have no. We'll try to schedule it at least half an hour before, but even if you don't get a chance, if you're not following us on our socials, you won't get the invite, or you won't see the schedule. But if you subscribe, then to our YouTube, you could always get a little notification, provided that you got the notification icon on. And this episode is going to be mostly about the Carbon Digital Forensics and Cybersecurity Summit, the blast we had, and of course, my co-host for this evening, for this stream, is no other than Omar. Hey, Omar.
Hi, good evening.
How you doing?
A little fatigued, but we're here nevertheless.
Oh, so I didn't want to get too much into details before you start because I don't want to have to repeat. It's going to be a very short episode, probably 30 minutes or so, or a little less. So all it's going to do is to give us give a little bit feedback on some of the things that we experienced at the 2026 Carbon Digital Forensics and Cybersecurity Summit. We'll probably take a look at our feed just to see what's happening. And outside of that, we call it a day. I was telling the audience that we didn't get a chance to stream last week because last week Wednesday we was at the summit.
Super busy. Well, I think if you go back to our socials, our YouTube page, or LinkedIn, you will see the videos. I mean, we had fun.
Yeah.
You will see from maybe like 1 or 2 of the videos where we truly had fun at the summit. Yes, it was a serious topic being discussed, serious topics, but we had like moments in between because yes, cyber is rigid, yes, security is rigid, but we are humans. We still have to differentiate ourselves from the mechanical side of things.
True.
You know, so yeah, for me the summit was nothing less than what I expected it to be. It was bigger this time.
Very much so.
I think that was one of the major things that stood out, that we were able to pull it off, or Neil was able to pull it off from what it was the year in front to something this big. More vendors for sure were there. Persons showed their interest, and I think that is a good sign that Barbados, the Caribbean, is drawing the eyes of those internationally to help push the message of being cyber secure, showing the different technologies that are available not only to the law enforcement side of things or the governmental side of things, but also for the corporate entities.
Yeah. And even the private citizens.
Correct. And private citizens, because it is not a one person fight.
Yeah.
It is a collaborative effort in order for us to stay secure within the Caribbean. So I thoroughly enjoyed my afternoons when I got off from work there. The feedback I received, obviously from Clifford, was just as great. I know he will speak more on that, but yeah, the summit this year, we can see how the future looks for the summit. For sure. It could only get bigger from here. And one thing I would like to say is that although the youth
and Vulnerable Expo.
Correct. It was good to see that parents within the room could identify with what was happening.
Yeah.
And they were sharing how they are actively helping their kids.
Yeah.
After being, let's say, not the reinforcement from the different presentations.
Yeah.
You know, so that was a positive sign that parents are actively, involved. And to see that we could have given information that could help them fill the gaps in keeping their children safe, I think that was a big plus as well.
Yeah, because I mean, we were for those who haven't joined any of our previous streams, we mentioned that we were participating at the Youth and Vulnerable Expo. We ran the cyber hygiene clinic. So we had some good responses there, and based on the results, we can say that people are genuinely safe.
Yeah, they are.
Um,
That's a good sign, for sure.
and even the talks or the presentations that we had had the parents related to it. So some of the things that we presented, that things like passwords and just being aware online and not sharing information and
Like
stuff like that.
telltale signs to know when your child is being bullied, or it may seem like, yeah, your child just had a long day at school, but as a parent, you want to check in to make sure, well, it is not just that it was a long day, but you want to also have that rapport, or be a safe space for your child to come and say, well, XYZ is happening on WhatsApp, or XYZ is happening, following on from playing online games at school. So yeah, there were practical ways given by Miss Gemma.
Yes, I was gonna say so. I was gonna say so.
How parents could help their kids cope, and
Mm.
her presentation, I'm not going to tell you a lie,
Mm.
it was top.
Yeah.
It was top.
Not only that, but most of the presentations intertwine with each other, if
Yeah.
not all. Whereas you can see that if one presentation had, I wouldn't say gap, but strategic focus one way, the other presentation fit in and fit in. They all
Came together.
came together in the end as one giant presentation. But what I like about it is that it was different people.
Yeah.
With
They
the same,
share notes.
yes, exactly.
Who never met before.
Exactly. And to see that the message that came out from each presentation were the same.
Correct.
So yeah,
it just shows that there are persons out there who
Mhm.
are excited, who are willing, who are, they want to see the youth become safe online.
Mhm.
You understand? So I mean, it was an experience. I think following on, we could see if we could push some more of these youth parent engagements when it
Yes.
comes to social media. Don't let us wait for another summit to come around.
True.
And if anyone out there is interested, in jumping on board and helping out with this movement, we welcome your ideas, your
Yeah.
expertise, wherever you could see yourself fitting in, wherever you could help the youth stay safe online.
Mhm.
We welcome you.
Yeah. And as we move on, the actual 3 days of the summit, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the message was no different. It all tied into each other, and all about resilience through the Caribbean. We saw some of some areas of improvements was highlighted, or areas for improvements were highlighted by the experts, and suggestions was given how to fill these gaps. Some of the questions that came out, and we know these are questions that concerns that most citizens have, is cost for training. And and the question is asked, what about the small and medium sized enterprises? We know that most of these talks, most of the forum, most cybersecurity summits and forums are geared towards corporate, but not with the Caribbean Digital Forensics and Cybersecurity Summit. Yes, corporate was there, but then they had elements that for the average person.
Yeah.
So when the question was asked, what can we do to not leave out the SMEs, because usually they can't afford it. Cybersecurity training is expensive, or they might feel that there's just a 1, 2, 3 person shop, and maybe they don't need it. But the thing is, in reality, they do need it. So when the questions was asked, obviously we had to represent.
For sure.
Because the cyber people is all about filling the gap, right? There's that gap where you have the
awareness gap first. Let me start
yes.
there. There's also the gap of persons not knowing what their business parameters are for staying safe online. So I think that's where we as the cyber people will fill that gap, where we can come in, we can do an assessment, we can also help you understand where you stand And I think this is a good segue into one of our tools, which is the Site Sense tool, which helps not only you, the individual, but you, the small business owner, and your employees, your team, where you can do this assessment and understand where you stand when it comes to your cybersecurity posture. So that, as Clifford said, it was a major highlight for the summit. And we know continuing, it will be a part of the summit where we will see that the small individual, the mom and pop shop, the whole, those businesses wouldn't be left out. You, the individual, wouldn't be left out because you, the individual, make up even the big corporations workforce. You make up the small shop on the corner workforce or the online business workforce. So yeah.
Yeah. So, which is what we're targeting.
Yeah.
We promoted heavily our PWC, PWYC.
Yeah.
The acronyms always get me. Pay what you can initiative. We're saying, hey, you have access to the same top shelf cybersecurity awareness training like all other companies. And if you can't afford to pay like all the other companies, it's up to you. You pay what you can because what you can will offset our movement.
Correct.
But yeah, so we promoted that heavily. More information is going to come out on that when we're going to start scheduling. And that invitation, usually it's reserved for summits and in-person meetup, but we're extending it to you now.
Yeah, for sure.
So who is this for? Our training we have training designed for corporate. So businesses, small businesses, whether it's doctor offices, pharmacies, the less than 10 business people, less than 10 employee business. It is then you have the corporate side, of course.
Yeah.
There are certain limitations to what we can do in terms of the pay what you can for large corporations. But like I said, SMEs, we target you, and we're extending that opportunity to you now online outside of our normal areas or events that we would give that opportunity. So that is something to look forward to. We'll send out more information as we put things together for that. We had some interesting interviews with some individuals. We just want to get some feedback. We got feedback both from vendors as well as registrants to the summit. Those videos will come out. Well, additional videos will come out soon. We're just working to tidy those up. But what can I say? If you're in the Caribbean, in Barbados, Grenada, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, anywhere in the Caribbean chain, in South America, we did have representative from some of the islands, as far as
Bermuda.
Yes.
Bermuda.
Yes. So I would say, if you can plan and thing, like I said, the summit was well.
It was well put together. As Clifford said, we're cleaning up some videos. What I would tell you is look out for that video with the individual from Bermuda. There was also a very passionate video with an individual from St. Vincent and Grenada. So you could look out for those videos. It would give you a better understanding of what this year's summit was like. And I know it will encourage others, or it will encourage you to be present for next year's summit for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. This reminded the summit remind me when I normally go to Las Vegas with those shows. Our booth was awesome. Everybody's booth was awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think ours was the best. We had a wonderful backdrop.
Yes.
Advertising what we do.
Um,
So, but yeah, everyone had a good representation of what they do, who they are,
mhm.
and as I say, last year it was small. This year
This
it
year it
was
was,
big.
yeah. Next year
Next year
it's gonna be
we're
huge.
looking for even bigger.
Yes, more sponsors, more partners. And I'm telling you now, I'm opening it on behalf of Neil
For
and
sure.
the CDFC Summit Committee. I am opening it. I, Clifford, from the Cyber People, is officially opening, extending invitation to you, businesses, professionals, to partner with the CDFC.
Just come on board.
And if you want, you can reach out to me via our contacts, and I can put you on to the CDFC Summit Committee, and we can work. You guys can work on being a part of 2020, 2027.
2027.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A few things I was looking at online as we go through some of the cybersecurity stuff that happening. Um, People are getting sued left, right, and center. People are being fined left, right, and center. People are paying a lot of money, and we call no names, but any
Serious business.
yes, um, places are being. There's been a few stuff happening. So even if you get a chance, do check out um some of the
Cyber news.
cyber
Cyber
news.
Yeah.
I would say there is stuff happening within that arena as well. But like I said, this was supposed to be a very short stream, just so that we keep up momentum and try to at least reach out once a week. Remember, you guys can participate.
Yeah, and if you have a topic you want to talk on, you could,
Yeah,
reach out to us. We could set
Drop-
up a time where we can have one of these, and you will be on it. And
yes.
you could voice your opinion. You know how you see cyber from your point of view as well. We want to hear from you guys as well too.
Yeah, we're gonna make some few changes as we try to, we're in an agile environment and we want to be able to find the right fit. So we're gonna be obviously testing different things to see what's gonna work. We're planning to see if we could do a video segment, so a video version of this radio show, but the name isn't implied that it's audio only because it's video radio. But we're gonna see what we can do. I'll make no promises, but I will sure do some testing and see how we can have some engagement there. Again, if you're a budding cybersecurity professional, you have your Security Plus, and you're looking to get some CPEs, we'll always recommend Simply Cyber. Check them out on YouTube.
Every morning.
They have a morning stream, and you can earn CPEs. And don't be like us. I think you should start earning CPEs as early as possible. And they have a decent structure in place now that all you need to do is fill out the form as part of the daily stream, and two pieces of information, tick 2 boxes, you get your CPs at the end of the month. You stack them up, and then you'll be able to use those towards
renewal of Security Plus.
Yeah.
Whichever
come to you.
Yeah, come to your Security Plus.
Yeah.
So
or any other certification that you have that rely on CPEs. So that's going to be our shout out of the week to other industry or other persons. Something that I learned at the summit as we wrap up, they said that the cyber is not a competition. What we do in cybersecurity is not a competition.
Collaboration.
It's a collaboration. So don't be surprised if we are shouting out other persons who are doing the same thing that we're doing, because it takes a village. It takes us all to be able to carry over the message.
It's not a one corporation, not a one man show. This is one of those areas where we need all hands on that. And yes, persons out there might say, well, I'm just at home on my phone or my computer. Once you are aware of the dangers, you are a part of that movement, because it starts with you. And you could be that person within your household who keeps others in check, how to maneuver the internet safely. So as Clifford rightfully said, and as it was mentioned at the summit, It's not one man trying to get above and beyond. It's a collaborative effort in order to keep each other safe.
Yeah. With that said, cybersecurity starts with CyberSense. You don't forget to check out SciSense. SciSense had a presence there as well. SciSense.net. You can go. You can fill out the form. Fill out the little assessment if you have not yet, and get your cyber hygiene score. And then the platform will also let you know what you need to do different. The information helps us, and it also helps you to stay safe. And until next time, we'll see if we might stream next week. It might be Wednesday, might be Thursday. We're not sure yet. But we'll see how best we can arrange it. Outside of that, stay safe.
Stay safe online. Stay safe in person. Be good.
Hey, cyber people are on the air. For digital safety, we're showing you where. Cybersecurity starts with CyberSense, it's key. Join the conversation, come learn with me. TCP Radio Show, let's go. Knowledge and answers, watch them grow. Hear what you need from those who know.